Hear me out. It's not magic. It's just the way the universe works. And I'm going to show you in this video exactly how the things that you say are true in your reality, and you're going to see it as soon as you implement it. I'm Brand Victoria, and I'm your next manifestation coach that's going to get you that breakthrough so that you can manifest your desires and your abundance. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom. How many times have you said, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. I'm always late for this. I'm always that late person. How many times has that happened to you? And then you just end up always, just somehow you're always late. It's not a coincidence, right? The thing is, you are creating this description of what lateness means to you and what time means to you. So you may describe time as, I'm always late. It just never works out for me. You're giving it that description, right? And the way that you give these different things descriptions in your reality is how they manifest for you. So when I thought about this, I reflected on this. I was like, with the late thing, like that hit home for me, because all growing up, I would hear from my parents, oh, always late. My mom, when she picked me up from middle school, it was late. And then it was always this reality of lateness. And for a lot of times, people are like, that's just how my mom was. That's just how my sister was. That's just how my grandma was. Just late. We're just late. And so I reflected on this. And I was like, okay. And I saw myself doing this when I would take my son to school in the morning. It was like always this feeling of a rushness, like, we got to get there. We got to get there. Or what? Because we would get there, but it would seem late to me. So it would create this sense of worriedness, this franticness. And so I reflected on this and I was like, okay, what description am I giving time? And I saw that I was giving it that description that something is wrong. Like something is always going wrong. And that I'm never there on time. I gave it this whole description. And obviously, it's no surprise that that's how it manifested in my life, as me feeling like I'm late all the time. So I started to shift that. I was like, okay, gotcha. Because this has everything to do with your limiting beliefs. And you can tell when a belief is out of alignment with you, when you are feeling that franticness, you're feeling that worry. Now, if you enjoy being late, then by all means, keep the belief. But if it is making you worried and frantic and you don't like that feeling and you want to start being on time, then take a look at your beliefs, okay? And as I did this, I was able to shift the belief. Why do I feel like I'm always late? Because XYZ, okay? Why am I so scared to be late? Because XYZ. So I got to go down in the layers to see why exactly I was giving this time and lateness, this description. Okay. And I was able to shift it and transmute the energy to, I'm always at the right place at the right time. I got to see it differently, because I want you to think about it like this. Everything in your reality, you have a belief about almost everything, unless it's something you've never heard of. Like if somebody says to you, you are a, what's a French word? I was in French for 4 years in high school. So you are I'm not thinking of it on the top of my head, but you are a bougala. If somebody says something to you like that, you're not going to be like, what? And you're not. And I did this on my son the other day. I was like, okay, I said something along the lines of that. And then he was like, huh? Because it's like, you don't have a belief about something, or you don't have a description about something that you've never heard of before. Do you see how that works? But if I was to tell you that bougala meant you're cool, and then my son, he was like, oh, thanks. So then he has a belief he has a description around being cool. Isn't that interesting? That's so interesting. So, and that's the way your reality works. You have all of these beliefs around certain words. You have beliefs around limiting beliefs And beliefs in general around money. You have beliefs around going to the doctor. You have beliefs around talking on stage. You have all these different beliefs. And you give different situations in your reality different descriptions as well. You want to know something? So it really just came up for me. Just the epiphany, some amazing spark of intuition came up to me. And it was like, I got the idea to search on Google. Do headaches have anything to do with nerves? Because I found myself thinking about, oh my gosh, sometimes I would get these headaches, and they were more so like tension headaches. And I was like, so it dawned on me, and I was like, okay, looking this up about the nerves, how a headache has to do with nerves. And I was like, I remember saying a good amount, something is getting on my nerves. Oh my gosh, this is getting on my nerves. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a reason why the headaches would be coming up then. If I keep saying this is getting on my nerves. It's that simple. It's getting on my nerves, and then it manifested in my reality as a headache. Okay, so it's simple things like that. And then it's so simple that it's overlooked by most people. Have you overlooked this? Where you're basically commanding to the universe and in your reality, hey, I want this to happen. I want to experience something like this. Show me something that's similar. So if I say, you keep getting on my nerves, or this stuff keeps getting on my nerves, I'm so tired of these shows that get on my nerves. Okay, so I'm basically saying, universe, give me the equivalent of this in my physical reality. That's how it works. So then you can retrace all this stuff and shift it at any time. It's just a matter of being aware of it. When you're aware of it, you're able to objectively look at it like, okay, I didn't judge myself for this. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have did that. Now I'm doomed and my life is over. It wasn't like that. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for showing me that. Perfect. That's how easy it can be. You're going to start looking at your life much differently. You're not going to look at it the same. You're not going to be judging everything in your reality. Because when you judge things in your reality, you're judging yourself. Do you see how that works? Whatever energy you're putting out is within. Whatever you're seeing in your reality without is happening within with your beliefs. So if you want to change or shift your reality, you don't do it from taking action. You can if you want to, but that's when that resistance comes in and things seem harder, and it seems like you're becoming more successful and they seem like they're working out for you, but at the same time you're unhappy and you're mad and you can't get a handle on your emotions. So to be successful and be happy and have your abundance and be happy, you can start taking a look at your beliefs. Because when you start taking a look at your beliefs, when you see something that's out of whack, you can shift it. You are, like Neville Goddard said, you are the director of the movie. You're the writer of the movie. You're the producer of the movie. I don't even think he said this part, but I'm just adding on to it. You are the casting director. You are casting these people in your reality, because the way that people show up in your reality that you interact with, that is based off of your beliefs. The way that you're interacting with them, the way that they're reacting to you. It's your beliefs just being reflected to you. And if you have a belief about almost or just about everything, every word, because you have a dictionary, and as growing up, we were reading the dictionary. We were told, look this up in the dictionary. Well, if you're my age or older, you were told to look this up in the dictionary. And the dictionary told you what these descriptions are. But I want you to look at it this way, because I started to see it this way too, and it helped me so much. Imagine you have your own dictionary, and even take a journal around and just just put it on paper. My dictionary, my soul dictionary, and take a look at a situation in your life. It can be something as simple as taking your kid to school. What description do you give that? What description do you give cats? Because if you're scared of cats, then you obviously have some type of description for it. You can put old description and new description. The old description may be cats. What's something people say? People say that cats are evil. That's a good one, right? And I wonder how many grandmas have said that to their grandchildren. Cats are evil. But when you do that, so put the old description, cats are evil. That's the description you gave it. So when you see a cat, it's no wonder. It's no wonder why it's scary, or it's no wonder why you keep attracting black cats to you, right? You ask for that. The universe is, you're in your reality. You are seeing one-to-one with your beliefs. It's not contradicting you. It's not. It's not. That's what you believe, and it's in front of you. So when you look at it this way, then you can put the new description. Once you shift the belief, if you have a strong emotion like, oh my gosh, I'm scared of cats, shift the belief. And when you do that, you get down to the layers on why you're actually scared of this thing. So once you do that, you can transmute the energy, because once you dig down into the limiting belief of it, the core limiting belief, it's just not going to make sense. Anytime you're doing this stuff, it's just not going to make sense when you go down in the layers, because you're going to see that you may have contradictory meanings. You may have maybe two different meanings that just does not make sense, right? So when you do that, you're able to go and see, wow, okay, it's not clicking, it's not making sense. So then you have the new description on what cats represent for you. Cats represent good luck. It means that something good is coming to me. It means you give it the description of cats are like dogs. Cats are friendly. Whatever description, whatever floats your boat, because my description of it may not be the same description for you. That's why this is called my soul dictionary. It's your soul. So you can see it this way. If you don't create the descriptions of things in your reality, society will do it for you. And it will make you believe that these things are actual. That's what it is. But actually, the truth is, and this is the good part, you create the definitions of these things. You create the descriptions of these words. You create the descriptions of these situations. And based off of your descriptions is how it manifests for you. What the outcome looks like, what the experience looks like. If you say you're late and you have a limiting belief on being late because you have this description of time, then guess what? That's what's going to happen. You're calling the shots, nobody else. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom, and I appreciate you for watching this video. And remember, I have free breakthrough calls right down, and I'll pin it in the comments, where you can start booking your call so that you can start manifesting abundance and manifest things fast in your reality. You can turn your struggle and your obstacles and your setbacks in life into opportunities for abundance and having happiness and joy in your life. Being an emotional resilient warrior.